Testing 1 2. Fuck. Testing 1 2. What the fuck? Wait. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. No, not that. You dumb kid. You really dumb kid. You really dumb kid. Go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, it's this one, right? Yeah. Where is it? Okay, it's working. Okay. Because fucking XSplit is being stupid. It's really being stupid. But whatever. Oh, god damn it. So let's do... So I was thinking about doing the political compass quiz and giving some commentary onto it. It's like 6 questions. I've done this like a couple of times. So let me try and basically explain the reasoning behind all the answers I get. So if economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. Okay. So this question is really weirdly phrased because there are 2 parts to it. Are they asking? I think what they're really asking is you should get rid of the if economic globalization is inevitable. The only thing that they're asking is economic globalization should primarily serve humanity rather than interests of transnational corporations. And for this, I think I would agree because economic globalization, in my opinion, has been a really, really great thing for humanity. It has brought a lot. It has made it so like people in third world countries have been able to live a more prosperous life than Are you watching my live stream? Please don't. So cringe. Please mute it. Please mute it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Please mute it. Please mute it. Please mute it. Mute it. Mute it. I'll block you right now. Here.
No.
Right now. You see? I will block you, like, right now. God damn it, my bit rate is so fucking bad. Holy. 950? See, like, 10k. 1k is good. WTF? Why is my bitrate so bad? Holy. Whatever. Anyways. Okay. So, like, anyways, I was saying, it should help nations like Africa and not, like, make it cheaper for, like, companies like Coca-Cola and Pepsi to make their goods. I wouldn't strongly agree because in certain instances, helping the interests of transnational corporations actually does help serve humanity. So it's basically, if you learn anything about economics, you learn something known as, I think it's called the labor cycle or something like that. I forgot what it's called, economic labor cycle or something like that. I forgot, what is it called again? Oh, not business cycle. It's what do they call it again? Where you have a good, right? And in some way, you actually helped make that. Wait, let me see. Cycle microeconomics. There's something I learned. Is it? Oh no. What's it called again? I forgot. It's I'm trying to find it. Cycle, labor, and whatever. I'll find it somehow. I'll look it up somehow. Yeah. Anyways, that. I'll support my country whether it's right or wrong. I will. I disagree because this is basically authoritarianism. It's basically asking if you're authoritarian. If you'd want to support your country whether it's right or wrong, that's just like the most authoritarian thing you've ever heard of. So like, I do not support Trump a lot. And I don't see any what's bad with not supporting your president. No one chooses his country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. I would disagree for this one. Additionally, because there's certain values that you can be proud of your country. For example, America is bad on freedom and prosperity and all that kind of stuff. And like, many countries are built on certain ideals that a lot of people agree with. Our race has superior qualities compared with other races. Races or species? Okay, it's race. Let's disagree. I strongly disagree probably because we're all Homo sapiens. We all have the same brain. We have the same intellect. So I'd say that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Okay, how do I answer this? I'm a huge history nerd. So I'd say in certain instances, yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Like reading like Joseph Stalin, he helped us, and like France in the Revolutionary War. You can look at that. You can look at many other instances like very very old, like very back in time, like the Greek city-states didn't like each other, but they banded together to defeat the Persians. So I think yeah, military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. Why is my bitrate still so bad? WTF? Say 2K. Let's say 2K, dude. What the WTF, dude? Let me try and I'll finish this. Okay. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. I'd say yeah. I'd agree. Military action that defies international law. There's certain instances where to make us safer, you have to defy international law. I can't think of like certain examples off the top of my head right now, but I know there are some. There's a now we're fusion between information and entertainment. I'd say it's strongly because like the news and like comedy, for example, if you watch like Trevor Noah and that, all the kind of people like Bill Maher, I think he's also a comedian. There's a wording, there is a fusion between entertainment and information. So I'd say I strongly agree. I really strongly agree with that. People tend to divide more by class and national. I'd say I'd agree because throughout the world, people hate the upper class, and people that are in the middle class in America are basically have the same problems with people in the middle class that are in like Sweden, because I know from experience, I know from like researching that kind of stuff that those two countries have really bad economic inequality, and nationality not really. Like the Western world, we have basically the same nationality, so we're not really that divided. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. I'd say I'd agree, because how this is if you do not control inflation, everybody is poor. If you control unemployment more than you control inflation, then what will happen is everybody will be equally poor. I'm a really big anti-socialist. I'm anti-socialism. So this really goes to home for me. For example, like if you look in the I think like the Weimar Republic, where like in the 1930s, inflation was so bad, like everybody was affected. Unemployment does not really affect certain people, and actually increases innovation, because when you're unemployed, you have nothing to do. So then you have more time to come up with these brilliant ideas. So moving on to the next question. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. So yeah, I'd agree with that. Like if you learn from economics, businesses want to endure their own self-interest, so they try and make it so like they do the most that benefits them. So if protecting the environment is not in their best interest, so they won't do it. So they require regulation. That's true. This question is actually really sad. It's a book. It's a phrase taken straight out of the Communist Manifesto. For each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. That basically means, if you don't know, if you've never read the Communist Manifesto, it basically means that for your certain abilities, you should be given this. So the society should accommodate for what you're good at, and it should the society should accommodate for what you're bad at, and it should reimburse you for what you're good at. And I probably strongly disagree, because I'm very anti-socialism. It's not affection outside that something as basic as drinking water is not a bottled branded consumer good. Seatbelts banned. I'd say I disagree. Because the free market created drinking water, there's been innovation in drinking water. So like if you ever heard of Hint water, which is basically like infused water that has like 0 calories. That innovation was created because of this. Or or Brita is a good example of that. Land shouldn't be a commodity bought and sold. I disagree. I don't have any really good reasoning for it. Is your grandma some personal reason by manipulating money contributing nothing to? If you ask from a theoretical perspective, nah. I know what this is referring to. This is referring to the banking system because bankers, they just how they make money is they lend you money and they give you like a really high interest rate, and then that's how they basically make money. I say I'd agree. I wouldn't strongly agree because but I still believe it's like really weird. Actually, it's sometimes necessary in trade. I disagree. Like if you take economics seriously, it's a comparative advantage. Meaning that if a certain country or company can make something, can produce something better than a certain company. But let me try to figure this. If one company could create basically everything better than another company, they should still produce a limited amount of good because what they give up, the opportunity cost, instead of making the goods that they're most efficient at, they give up to basically maximize their efficiency. So the idea of comparative advantage is basically proves the protectionism is kind of stupid because for a free market to work at its best, there can't be tariffs and other laws. To profits to the shareholders. This is a sad reality, but yeah. The rich should take higher tax. I think I disagree. Because their fiscal tax rate, they get double tax. So they get a corporate tax, so they get taxed on all their profits just like 40%. And the rich, they have like a 40% taxation rate. If there was like a neutral, I'd say yeah, neutral because I don't think it should decrease. I don't think it should increase at all. There should be those are the abilities of yeah, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's a good, right? It's a good. And in a market, if you can pay for it, you should have it. It's like I'd say I'd agree too. The government should not penalize because the government's job is to make sure that everybody's on a level playing field and nothing else. So if governments penalize, if companies mislead the public, then they should. Require restriction of the ability of monopolies, yeah. I really do not like the notion that people say that a free market includes monopolies. The free market is basically where there's competition. If there's no competition, then it's not a general free market. The free market, the free of the people, yeah, I'd say so. Because if you don't like a company, then you can go to a certain different company. You're so free. While if you have to go to one certain company to get a certain good, that's the opposite of being free. Abortion, when that is not threatened, should be illegal. I'd agree. I don't really have any good reason to be. I'm just like, I'm not really into abortion. That's not one of the key topics that I'm really into. I really don't care about abortion. Like the couple of really really big topics I'm for is probably one of my really big topics that I really am at it for. Probably gun rights. That's one. Deficit debt and taxation, fiscal policy, that kind of stuff. All the way should be questioned. It's kind of self-explanatory. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Yeah. Hopefully that works. Oh wait. Can I zoom in? Can I zoom? Wait. God damn it. How do you do this? Wait. The accounts. Nope. God damn it. Whatever. I don't feel like. God damn it. I do not want. I don't want to mess up my OBS stuff. I have to fix it and that kind of stuff. God damn it. God damn it, OBS is being so stupid. Whatever, let me continue. I have 232. I disagree. Like, this is why I don't like success penalty. Like, the system, two wrongs don't make a right. That's what I say. I think it should. Experience should not be expected property in museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. Let's say I agree, because I'm for protecting for the arts, but if it brings us down to like $20 trillion net, I'm not for it at all. Like, even though protecting the arts is more important, it's pretty important, I don't think it's as important as other things. Schools should not make. I disagree. Because even though I hate school with a passion, I think an educated society is important, and educated society is important, and these are one of the few points where I believe that the federal government, the government in general, should take in. All people have rights to vote for us. I disagree. I strongly disagree. This is just asking for segregation, and I'm like anti-segregation. Segregation is really bad. I'd say yeah, maybe. If your son is really being a really big a-hole, then I'd say yeah, it's kind of necessary to discipline them. I strongly agree, because generational the difference in generations, like, parents can't understand what children say. Parents should not be like to agree. Because why do you care if I'm killing my body? It's like not my problem. Is your equivalent jobs? I'd say I disagree, because additionally, schooling is also meant to educate you, and so that you're not like some idiot who doesn't understand how the world works. To find jobs, I dispute that. I think that's what college is, and I don't think college is technically school. I would say it's school. It's like, it's more of like career pathways or something like that. And like, there's also experience and that kind of stuff. Strongly disagree. If people with disabilities want to have kids, it's not my problem. Is to accept discipline? I'd say yeah. There's nothing really to explain. So savage, I'd say I'd agree. certain cultures are different than others, and certain cultures produce better than others for various reasons, like geographical differences, and certain problems that they have. Was we able to work in preservation? So I strongly agree with that. The point of all these social problems is to basically stimulate the economy, make sure that our economy is not in a shithole, complete shithole. And if people do not want to work, then I don't think they should get support, because they're not going to stimulate the economy in any way. So I'd say yeah. When you're in trouble, it's better not to think about it, but you keep busy with emotional things. I'd say I'd agree, because that's basically what I do. If I'm troubled, I usually just like don't talk about it. I'd say I disagree with this one, because you don't know. Maybe if they came in here like 5 years old, they might be able to integrate. But if you came here like 20, 30, I think you still can integrate, because I live in California and there's like some first generation immigrants who actually won for a city councilman. What is good for them? What's good for us? I'd say I disagree probably. Not necessarily like Goldman Sachs or like Luxottica, the company that basically has gigantic monopoly. Not necessarily, but they also produce goods that help us. So I'd say I'd agree. Yeah, I'd say I'd agree. No, yeah, I strongly agree. That's why I'm for getting rid of all money towards PBS, because you're basically creating an authoritarian system, like I don't like state-run media, like Russia Today or like North Korea. Strongly agree. There's really nothing to explain there. Really nothing to compare. It's a one-party system. By definition, it avoids arguments that delays. Next one. Election. I think I'd agree. I would strongly agree. Yeah, I think actually, I'm not for the death penalty, but for like some very, very heinous crimes like Adolf Hitler and all the Nuremberg trials, I think were actually a good thing. Because it forced justice to be put upon. If these went to prison and rot, I don't think justice would have been served. But I think it should be a very, very rare case. They kill like one or two people, or if it's like a war crime, then yeah, they can be put to death. But I think it's only for like 2 to 3 instances. If you actually kill somebody 2 to 3 times, if you have 2 to 3 heinous crimes, then yeah, you should be put to death. Other than that, I'd say life in prison. Because if it's just one case, then forensics could be wrong. I'd say so. Yeah, it's basically asking about authoritarianism, I think is what it's called. No, anarchy, because we're naturally greedy, and humans are naturally greedy, and we need like an iron fist, basically put upon us. Justice. I disagree. Art by definition is like an expression of something, right? So a wall could be art. For one person, to another, it's just a wall. So I strongly disagree. Criminal justice should be more important than rehabilitation. I'd say neutral, because punishment and rehabilitation are equally important. I don't think one. Yeah, I'd say I'd strongly agree. Like crazy people, like surprisingly, if you look up Al Capone, he actually rotted in prison, which I thought like that wouldn't happen. But like if you took like Adolf Hitler or somebody like that, some people just don't rot in prison. They just come out a worse person. I'd say yeah, they stimulate the economy. This is gonna sound really really sexist, but you gotta agree. Like a mother's supposed to like the point of getting a job is to make sure you have enough money to support your family, right? So that loops around and makes you it loops around for homemakers. I'd agree. Like Monsanto, have you ever heard of them? Making these assumptions is an important aspect of maturity. Yeah, I'd say I'd agree. How have I been recording? 31 minutes. Holy shit. I kinda need to speed this up. Shami, disagree. Disagree. I think like justice and morals. Yeah, I'd say because like the government sucks at everything. I'd say I'd agree. I'd strongly disagree. Why does it asks about morality? Strongly, I'd put it agree. No one can feel strongly disagree. Strongly agree. Pornography distinctly for the adult population. Like, this is really really weird. See what I got. Yeah. I'm usually very libertarian. A lot of people say I'm a libertarian. I'm also pretty right.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, well, wait, you know what? Fuck this shit. This place is being stupid. I just opened up OBS. Smoke and cigarettes. Have my flesh kissing. Shit. OBS is like, X is being stupid. I'm trying to decrease my bitrate. Is it coding it? No. So 950. There you go. Actually, this thing really stupid. What the fuck? WTF XSplit. Okay. Fuck this shit. Let me just install and reinstall it. Okay, thank you. Oh, because fucking XSplit is being stupid. XSplit is being stupid. It's really being stupid. Like, fuck. Let me see. It says like the back swipe something thingy is like. Oh, what? I don't have. There's no stream key. WTF. WTF. There's no fudging stream key. There. WTF.